In this video, I'll be teaching you how to make a simple vanilla cake at home. I'm going to assume that you already know how to measure the ingredients correctly. If you don't, I recommend that you check out my earlier tutorials on how to measure ingredients correctly. I have a tutorial on how to measure using measuring cups. I also have a tutorial on how to measure when you lack measuring cups. So please check them out, and if you already know what you're doing, then let's continue with the video. These are the ingredients you'll need: 4 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, 250 grams of margarine, 2 cups of flour, 3 flat teaspoons of baking powder, a third teaspoon of baking soda, half a cup of water, and vanilla essence. Alternatively, if you lack vanilla essence, you can make the cake without it or use any essence or flavor of your choice. You'll need the following tools: measuring cups, saucepans, plastic bowls, a wooden spoon, a sieve, a baking tin or a baking saucepan. Place 250 grams of margarine in a saucepan and place it on a cooker at low heat. I stir until it completely melts and quickly remove it from the fire. You do not want it to boil. Immediately it melts, take it off the fire. This is the kind of consistency you should aim for. Pour sugar and the melted margarine into a bowl and mix thoroughly with a wooden spoon. Bikube n'amaanyi ng'okozesa omulawo. This is how it should look like when you're done. Crack 4 eggs into your mixture. If you're not sure about the freshness of your eggs, crack them on a side plate first so that you do not put rotten eggs in your mixture and end up killing all those ingredients. You have wasted both your time and your money, so be very careful about this, because this is the stage when most cakes are ruined and most people give up. Mix somewhat gently until you get this kind of consistency. Here I have 2 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and a third teaspoon of baking soda. Refer to my previous video on how to measure ingredients correctly to see how I measured the baking soda and the baking powder. I sift the dry ingredients with a sieve so that they can mix properly and my leavening agents are spread throughout the flour evenly. I then add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients and mix them with a wooden spoon. I would say that use a medium speed. See how I do it. At this point, I also add my vanilla essence to the cake to give my cake a vanilla flavor and smell. Continue mixing thoroughly. I noticed that my mixture was too thick, so I added half a cup of water to get a dripping consistency. Your final batter should always have a dripping consistency. This is how my batter looked like when I was done mixing. As an extra tutorial, I'm going to show you how to line your baking pan easily and to form a perfect circle at the bottom. Get a piece of paper larger than the cake pan's diameter. Fold it in half. Fold it again in half as shown. Hold the corner and fold across the corner. Fold across the corner again. Estimate the center of the pan to the edge of the paper and mark the edge. Cut it out at that edge you marked out. Open it up and you'll have a perfect circle. Grease the pan with margarine or oil. Please be generous, you do not want your cake to stick to the pan. Place your circle paper at the bottom of the pan. If it's too big, cut the edges some more, but it must be smaller than the bottom of the pan. Observe how I did mine, and yes, that's how your circle paper should look inside the bottom of the pan. Pour the cake batter into the pan and place in the oven. Bake at 180 degrees centigrade or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour and 15 minutes. To check if your cake is ready, place a fork in the cake and remove it. It should be relatively clean with no batter, or it should have only cake particles. If you have issues figuring out this point on your oven, post a picture of your oven dials in our Facebook group, Gyendi Cocoa Baking and Chocolate Class, and we shall help you figure it out. Thanks for watching this video and tutorial. I hope you've understood and learned something today. I would really like to see some of your results. Please post them in the Gyendi Cocoa Baking and Chocolate Class group on Facebook. When I was done with this vanilla cake, I decorated it only in about 5 minutes using Danny chocolate bars. Check it out in our icing tutorials. Guys, it only took me 5 minutes. You should really try this out.